Coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, no.
Don, what do you think of this guy right here?
Oh,
Be careful
boy. I'm not supposed to swear out.
One thing you discover right away about this war hero.
That's my buddy.
Everybody knows him and everybody loves him.
They were looking for you, you know
We're
that?
going to bottle beer today at 10.
Is that he's never far
Well, hey, you hear that? We're going to have beer.
from his next joke.
See, he's going to have beer with me.
Sure. He jokes with everybody all day long.
These guys are cops. You got to watch out.
Oh, yeah. They're cops.
The deadpan. You like to joke around, don't you?
No, I know. I'm serious all the time. What were we talking about?
That perfect delivery.
Hey, take a picture of my girlfriend here. But don't show my wife.
That'll break the camera.
Yeah.
The self-deprecating humor.
Did you shut him out?
You guys know each other?
No, I wouldn't know a guy like that. Got hair, got his own teeth. Christ. Sheesh.
That humor.
And he's got this thing about his hair. What is that?
Boy, yeah, oh God, I forgot to scrub my feet last week.
The humor that endears us to 92-year-old Fred Shiosaki.
Things have been better, things have been worse.
We're at his home in Seattle's Aegis Living.
We've been to Iceland and
Iceland,
and
wow.
Finland.
Susan Rauch is a program director at the senior care facility.
I wonder if I get paid for this.
He has a very dry sense of humor.
Oh, I want my money back then.
Very dry. And I love that.
We saw that.
Yeah.
Hey, number one son.
That's your favorite son.
You know, it's easy to be that when you're the only son.
You can't help it,
Yeah, you read the will.
but love this guy.
Yeah, that's you over there.
Even before you hear his stories about the war,
That's my squad.
about his soulmate,
I don't think I ever talked to Lily about the war. Never, never.
about the guys he served with.
I cried when we came off the line because I said, where the hell's all my friends, you know?
Yeah, I think my sister and I both sensed that, you know, you just didn't want to open it up.
I'll be darned. This drawing was made in Naples. I just found it in my duffel bag, and that's all.
Fred has only recently started talking about his time in World War II.
And that's you right there. On
Yeah, the good-looking guy.
Yeah, the good-looking one, of course. Yeah, Dad never talked about it. So how old were you then? That was 1944. How old were you in 1944?
20.
So you kept it inside?
Oh, yeah. What can you do?
December 7th, 1941. Japan bombs Pearl Harbor. And soon after, one of the darkest chapters in U.S. history, Japanese Americans are forced from their homes into internment camps.
2/3 of the evacuees are American citizens.
Fred and his immediate family in Spokane are spared.
One of my aunties, my dad's brother's wife, was interned, and they lived here in Seattle, and so they were interned.
And all of a sudden we were enemy.
I mean, it had an incredible impact on both the Japanese and Japanese American community here, I mean, across the country, that suddenly, you know, this group of immigrants and people that had been born here were actually seen as the enemy.
Seen as the enemy, yet fighting
And they know what they're fighting for.
for our country, Fred's country.
It's an amazing story.
This part.
I think that almost all of us Japanese, Nisei, second, intended to serve. We wanted to be Americans, I guess.
Despite having their loyalties questioned, 33,000 Japanese Americans, Niseis, second-generation Japanese, served in the military during and immediately after World War II.
I had a head full of hair, just like Mike. See?
Son Michael is proud of his dad, very much so.
Yeah, I mean, I think about that, and I think, gosh, would I have done that? I'm not sure I would have done that. I might have been so resentful that I wouldn't have done that.
His father served in a segregated unit, all Japanese American.
The 442nd Regimental Combat Team was the most decorated military unit since the Civil War.
His regiment broke through enemy lines to rescue the so-called Lost Battalion, more than 200 American soldiers trapped by the Germans, saved.
And he's very modest about the whole thing.
Okay.
Modest about all this hardware. There's Fred's Congressional Medal, Bronze Star, Purple Heart.
Wounded.
I could go on and on.
Yes, and many, many other medals. He doesn't want to brag about it.
Good conduct. That took me a long time to get me good conduct.
Good conduct.
Yeah, good conduct.
Okay. I'll bet that was hard for you.
What's not hard for this war hero is remembering that number. It's the number 17.
Do you ever see your friends die? If your friends get shot, you see what, out of a company of 185 men, only 17 of us came out of that one.
We want to get some sort of an idea of who might be here next month.
That story of his survival is one he shares on this day with his friends and other Niseis
They were so heroic.
in the International District.
We came out of the lost battalion with 17 men.
So you were one of the 17?
We know the answer is yes.
The good Lord looks after us, you know.
We know Fred's wife Lily passed away last summer, and we know sometimes he talks about Lily as if she's still here.
Fred?
Yeah, my wife and I will be. Lily plays golf. She likes to golf.
I know it.
The short-term memory, as you know, short-term memory, maybe not so good.
What did you ask me?
We know he hasn't lost his sense of humor.
Hey, loan me $10.
We know Fred loves to look at the pictures in his room, and yes, that's son Michael with his husband, Ed.
He's just Ed, and
Ed Murray, Seattle's mayor.
Dad, did you ever think you'd have an Irish-American son-in-law?
And we know Fred Shiosaki
I'm going to take the microphone from you.
have you been recording all this crap?
will always speak his mind. This World War II hero
You probably wouldn't hold the door for me anyway.
No, I wouldn't.
spent the day with us to talk about that day.
And if news comes on, the Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor.
And to talk about the days and months that followed.
I wouldn't wish it on anybody else,
Yeah.
God.
I'm proud of everything he's done and thankful.
What more exciting thing to do is to have somebody on the other side trying to kill you.
It is kind of amazing that, we're here, quite honestly.
And now we're here, talking about it, listening,
We were all hurting.
listening to every word,
The guys who were in World War II,
savoring
there are not many of us left.
every moment.
Yeah, you were one of the youngsters.
Hmm?
You were one of the youngsters.
John Sharifi,
Yeah, you could tell. Like my teeth are gone, my hair is falling out. I can't hear, I can't see. Well, I tell you,
Not bad for 92, though. Huh?
no, I know. Yeah.
King 5 News.